All right, time to see what's going on this weekend for all my signs. Weekend forecast, weekend messages, just a short, sweet message for this weekend for my signs. Man, I forgot, I went ahead and clicked live before I put the description in. Sorry about that. So those of you watching live probably won't see it, but the playback of this video has a description and there is information on scheduling personal readings, okay? Remember, I am accepting same day readings only right now, okay? Same day readings only, okay? If it's an emergency and you need me to drop what I'm doing in the next 24 hours and get your reading to you, that's all I'm doing right now, okay? Also, give Leah's crystal page a follow. That's on Instagram, and that's in the description of the video as well. It's called Cheetah Crystals. Anyway, let's get right into this. What's happening this weekend with my Aries people? We got any Aries people in the chat? Any Aries? Aries, Aries, Aries. There we go. There we go. Thanks, David, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Aries, what's happening this weekend for my Aries people? I'm gonna leave this kind of loose and open-ended. Kind of loose and open-ended. All right, ooh, King of Wands there. 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Boom, Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. Could be a Libra that you're dealing with the Justice card here. All right, so yeah, what I'm seeing here with the 5 of Pentacles reversed and the Justice card. Somebody got their eye on you, Aries. Somebody got their eye on you. They watching you, okay? But nobody's coming forward here. As badly as I think you would like to come back around and maybe make an appearance, you know, with a past person, I think that you are making like a head over heart decision here, and that is to not come forward, okay? This person feels like you stabbed them in the back. For whatever reason, I don't know, this person has you on their mind, okay? Whoever it is, they got their focus narrowed down to you, and I feel like they're watching you silently, okay? They could be, this person, Desiree, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. They could be the type of person who is trying to make themselves appear like they're happier and having a better time than they are, but I don't really think that they are, honestly, okay? I think this really bothers them. Whatever this separation was, could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. I have Cancer and Libra here specifically. I don't really see anybody reaching out though. The underlying energy is the 2 of Swords. Okay, I also feel like that's what caused the situation too, is indecision. Y'all aren't very big fans of indecisive people, are you? Okay, not really. Not really, Aries, okay? Let's fire the gun first, and fuck asking questions, just fire the damn gun, right? That's Aries. Jillian, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. But yeah, I think you would like to, but you're making the decision like, no, the most logical thing to do would be to separate myself from this person and probably either wait for them to reach out or not, I don't know, but I just don't really see anybody coming forward. Okay, no action happening as far as that goes this weekend. What advice do we have? Advice for Aries. What advice do we have? Come on, jumpers. Let's get a jumper. Oh, there we go. Okay, 3 of Cups in the reverse. So, avoid third-party situations, obviously, but it may not be the time right now to be going out and trying to distract yourself from your problems, okay? Those of you who, we have to draw a line in the sand, okay? There's nothing wrong with having a good time, maybe kicking back a drink or two, but don't use that as your way of escaping your problems, okay? Don't run from your problems. And Aries people, I know that you all have this thing you like to do sometimes where you do something and Even if you do like the dumbest thing in the world, you pretend that you're very, very confident and like it doesn't bother you. Well, if we do that too much, then that could lead you to want to go off and try to cover the feelings up, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. I would wait for this person. I think you are very right not to reach out to this person, though, okay? I would wait and allow them to come forward. If they don't come forward, you don't need to move forward, okay? I think you all are doing that already anyway. I don't really think you need that advice, but just in case you were wondering if you're doing the right thing, you're doing the right thing, okay? Taurus. We got any Taurus people in here? We got any Taurians? Taurus. What's happening this weekend with my Taurus people? Let's get 3 shuffles here. 3 shuffles. Taurus. 1, 2, and 3. Death card. Uh-oh. That's your overall energy. Shing-a-lang-a-bing-bang. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. But you're walking away from this. Okay? Done. Dala. Done. Done. Dala. This is the Done Dala card right here. Done. Dala. Done. Done. Dala. Yeah. Yeah. I do think that at least for the most part, you are separating yourself from this positively. I don't really see you clinging on to a grudge, not for very long at least, okay? Not for very long. We have to pay attention to our inner guidance systems, okay? Amber, thanks for that super chat and the positive feedback, thank you. We have to pay attention to our inner guidance systems, okay? There is a window of time where you are allowed to feel negative, okay? You are allowed to have those negative feelings and that anger and that bitterness and whatnot, okay? Just don't cling to it. Don't cling to it. Okay? When a wound happens, a wound happens. Just allow the healing process to happen naturally. The person you're dealing with here is still heartbroken, okay? Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with. Could be a Sagittarius. I have Scorpio and Sagittarius here. But I do think you are finally returning to balance, okay? Whether you realize it or not, which some of you do. I think some of you do realize this, is that in order... See, new things are coming in. New cycles are beginning. Okay, you can do this the easy way or the hard way. You can either fight the cycle or you can roll with it. Okay? Either fight it or roll with it. And I think a lot of you are rolling with this. You're rolling with it pretty smoothly. Okay? The person you're dealing with, y'all could be dealing with a player. I think this person's just playing games. Okay, definitely. I think some of you are definitely dealing with a third party situation. Okay? 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords right here. King of Wands reverse. Come on now. Come on now. But this person right here doesn't really want to sit and think about this situation right here. I feel like they're doing the best that they can to try to distract themselves so they don't have to think about what happened or what they did wrong, you know. I do see something new coming in for you here, though. I do see new communication happening, okay? Could be a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, doesn't have to be, but I see new communication happening here. But I think that you, right now, again, are being patient and balanced, okay? And not taking anything too fast. Taking it slow, taking it slow. What advice do we have for my Taurus people this weekend? Advice for Taurus this weekend, universe. Oops, oh, King of Swords, okay. Don't let your emotions get in the way of your decision making, okay? Stick with the facts, okay? It is what it is, all right? So let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, Magician card. Monitor your thoughts and your emotions, okay? Your reality is responding to you in ways that you may not know, all right? Learn to enjoy and embrace your alone time, okay? That's very, very important, okay? Be able to embrace your alone time. Very, very important. Don't try to figure this out logically, okay? Don't try to plan. right now, the things that are happening in the world right now can be very, very difficult. If you aren't already developing a good relationship with the universe, you're pretty fucked right now, actually. I mean, you know, in the old Earth, basically the old society, the old way of doing things, we have to be able to foresee what's happening and be able to plan and give the ego the illusion of control. Well, we don't have that anymore. So if you haven't by now figured out how to take your hands off the wheel and let the universe do its thing, oh, it's going to be a rough, bumpy ride for you. It's going to be a rough, old, bumpy ass ride, okay? Just let the universe do what it's got to do. Don't try to get in the way and make it happen your way. You'll just make it harder on yourself, way harder than it needs to be, okay? Anyway, Gemini. Do we have any Geminis in here? What's happening this weekend for my Geminis? Universe. Ooh, that was quick. Strength card popped out. And Page of Swords. So I see communication happening here. Somebody wants to communicate. I don't think they are, though. With this strength energy right here, I'm going to have to see how this plays out right here. Because for some of you, you're communicating with somebody, but you're holding a lot back. Like you're not saying everything that you want to say. You're not completely disclosing everything that you want to disclose about yourself and about your intentions. Others of you have somebody you want to communicate with, but you're not communicating. You're holding back and waiting. You know what I mean? Let me just see real quick here. Let's see. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. High Priestess. Ooh, there you are. Okay, so somebody is coming forward here. Yep, somebody is coming forward here. I think, though, that you're going to end up disappointed here. Page of Cups reversed. You're going to end up disappointed. This is an incomplete karmic cycle right here. Somebody keeps hopping back on this karmic wheel and trying to spin the damn wheel and keep it going, okay? I see that there is a very intense connection. Could be another Gemini, though, but this is on your side, the Lover's card. Dragon Moose, thank you so much for that super chat and the positive feedback. Okay, you want commitment, but I think you're a little bit, you're rushing the process, some of you, okay? These energies could go both ways, but there's a lot of you out there who are too in a hurry to make something happen. Now, the way I always say it is simply this, okay? Wouldn't you say that most of us, all of us, I would say, are looking for that one person that we can spend the rest of our lives with, right? Well, the rest of your life is a long goddamn time. That's a long old goddamn time. Why are we rushing this? There's no sense in trying to rush this and make it happen real fast. You got your whole fucking life, dude. Why not dedicate a year? That doesn't mean it's going to take the whole year, but at least dedicate a year to healing. At least say, okay, from now until next year, I'm going to dedicate my time to healing. You know what I mean? Anything that comes in and I attract in during the process, okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, okay? But at least dedicate your time to healing. You know what I mean? Diana, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Dina, thank you. Appreciate it. Anyway, though, yeah, I do see communication happening right here. But I think the person you're dealing with, I don't know, Knight of Cups, could be a water sign here, but there's just this is too pushy. This energy is too pushy right here and not patient and relaxed, okay? Because like I say all the time, and I tell my personal clients this all day, every day, people that come to me for readings, the goal is not a relationship. That's not the goal, okay? The relationship, that 10th cup, is a bonus cup that you attract to you by accomplishing the actual goal. The goal is to feel whole and to feel complete, okay? That's what we're really after here. You must feel that first before the universe will mirror it back to you in another person, okay? I think some of you are just really, really trying to rush this process, and it's going to end up not going, the way you want it to. So let's look at the advice. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Allow the healing process to happen first before anything new comes in, okay? It's very important that you put your healing as your number one priority. Does that mean that you have to be all healed? No, not necessarily. You can still, while you're on your way up, Hey, if you want to come in and hang, okay, well, I'm headed up this way, but I'm healing. My healing is my number one priority. If you can't hang with that, bye. Doses, don't need you. So, 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Page of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, okay? Wait for doorways of opportunity to open for you, okay? If the universe shuts a door, don't try to bust it down. Don't try to bust it down. If the door doesn't want to open, back away from it. Back away from it, go look for another door, okay? But right now, a lot of you, I think that's what you're dealing with, is that you can't, whatever situation you're dealing with, the doorway doesn't want to open. It just simply doesn't want to open. And a lot of you want to bust it down. Don't do that. Wait for doorways of opportunity to open for you. Okay? Wait for that process to happen. Oops, wrong deck. Hold up. All right, do we have any Cancers in here? Happy birthday, my Cancer people. How have y'all been digging your season with a Mercury retrograde? How you been digging that? How's this retrograde been treating you? It's been pretty nice to me so far. Been pretty nice to me, for the most part. And again, I'm not an expert on, celestial events and whatnot. I'm not an expert on that. I'm much, much more of an energy worker. But I read why. Like, I read the report as to why this retrograde wasn't going to be nearly as intense. And it wasn't. It really wasn't. A little bit annoying, don't get it twisted, a little bit annoying. It still had a couple of annoying little quirks in there, but other than that though, if you hadn't have told me Mercury was in retrograde, I may not have even noticed. Possibly not. It was very, very mild, okay? Now watch, I'm gonna say that, and then tomorrow it's gonna shove its foot up my ass, hopefully not. Knock on glass, save my ass, I hope it don't. Let's get 6 shuffles for my Cancer. 1, 2, 3, 3 more. Boom! 7 of Wands reversed. So you're not quite feeling this like you once did, Cancer? Not really. I see you losing interest in this person here. I see you losing interest. There's a massive loss of passion. And because you're losing the passion, the feeling of the connection is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, okay? Could be blocked communication here, but communication is just terrible, okay? I think you're dealing with somebody here that really wants to make a point, okay? Kathy, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. This person really wants to make a point, okay? And I feel like this is the type of person who, what's the word for like pouting really loudly, But yeah, I don't really think that's working on you. That's y'all's game anyway, isn't it? So it's not really gonna work on you very well. Not really. I see something new coming in for you here, but nothing. I don't really see you dumping a shitload of like emotions into anything new that comes in right now, which is good. Right now, you're not really wanting to take any blind, arbitrary leaps of faith, okay? I think that you definitely want to plan your steps. For some of you, could be out starting a new job. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. But regardless, I feel like this new thing that's coming in here, okay? Any new offers that come in, you're not just allowing your heart to pull you around, Veronica, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. You're not allowing your heart to pull you around all over the place, which is cool. That's good. I like that. I like that. And what you're doing is you're calculating, okay? You're using this, okay? You're using your logical mind here, okay? That's good. That's good. But whatever this person here, see, the issue with it was I feel like there was this walking on eggshells energy between the two of you, like one, the other, or both of you, for the most part, was providing an uncomfortable environment for the other person, right? And that just never works, y'all. That never works. Whenever we, like, if I don't provide you with an environment that makes you feel free to open up and express yourself, what's that going to do over time? If I have to constantly watch every little thing I say in fear of hurting your feelings, if I have to constantly watch every little thing I do in fear of pissing you off, what's that going to do over time? What's that going to do? If we try to force this, eventually that's how lies, that's how deceit, starts manifesting between two people. Because I don't feel comfortable being myself around you. I don't feel comfortable opening up around you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I kind of think you're putting an end to that. Putting an end to that shit. Let's see what advice we have for you here. What advice do we got for my Cancers? Boom, 2 of Cups. Okay, definitely got somebody new coming in right here. Okay, and anything new coming in, I think you got the green light on this. Okay, I think you got the green light on this. Let's get 4 shuffles here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. King of Wands reversed. Okay. So don't take it too seriously. Learn to loosen up and just relax and not take this too seriously. Okay. Right now, life is not as serious as it needs to, as we make it out to be. It is, but we put too much energy into the wrong things. We dump all of our energy over here, and we're real serious about this. And that's not what we need to be serious about. We need to dump our energy over here. You know what I'm saying? So just learn to figure out am I putting forth work and effort, or am I fighting a losing battle? Draw the line in the sand, okay? You're right not to dump any energy into this connection with anything in the past. Just throw in the white towel. There is no sense in fighting any battles, okay? That's not going to do anybody any good, especially right now. Clinging to the past right now, seriously, come on now. Come on now, ain't no sense in all that. All right, Leo. Do we got any Leos in here? Leo, yeah. Leo, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Leo. David, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. 2 more shuffles for my Leo. 2 more. Oh, King of Wands just showed his face. Boom! Man, 7 of Wands energy there. Why does this keep coming out? It's like the 3rd time this has come out. It's very, very prevalent, I think, this walking on eggshells type of energy, being on defense, being on guard all the time, So that's what's going on here between you and this person. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with, possibly, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody. There's a lot of manipulation happening here that is due to emotional codependence, okay? If I put my emotions on you as your responsibility, you're always going to be the bad guy. Nothing you ever do will ever be good enough, okay? So yeah, I'm feeling like there is some neediness, and one, the other, or both of you is just real needy and clingy. Okay, I think the person you're dealing with is getting over this though, but I feel like they do have the desire to manipulate this, but they're getting over it. Okay, I think they probably wanted to manipulate this for a while. They're getting over it though. Okay, and so are you. I feel like now you may have been like for a long time waiting and hoping that this was going to get better. And now you're just kind of getting tired of that, kind of getting tired of that. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with, but you're still having a difficult time pinpointing exactly what went wrong, where it went wrong. I think that a lot of you are going through this process right now where you're looking back in the past, trying to pinpoint what went wrong so that in the future you can avoid it, okay? Don't do that. That's how we create That's how we recreate the past, okay? The analogy I always use is it's like sitting around thinking to yourself, don't think about a green elephant. Don't think about a green elephant. Don't think about a green elephant. Come on now, what are you doing? You're thinking about a fucking green elephant. Don't do that. You cannot manifest what you do want by focusing on what you don't want. And that's what so many people do. That's what so many people do. How do you think honest people attract liars into their life? Because all they focus on is liars. That's all they focus on. That's all they give their energy to, is liars. So you hear people like, oh, what did I do to deserve this? Nothing. The universe doesn't give you what you deserve. The universe gives you what you attract. Okay? Thanks for that super chat, Martinez. Thank you. What advice do we have for my Leos this weekend? Advice. What advice do we have? Advice, 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 advice. Boom, 6 of Cups reversed. Don't hold a grudge. I'm sorry, 6 of Cups upright. Don't hold a grudge, okay? It's very important that you look back on the past positively. 2 more shuffles, 2 more. Focus on your money, Leo. Focus on your money, okay? Don't focus on negative shit from the past, okay? Don't do that. Focus on your money, and when you're not focusing on your money, have a good time. Relax, okay? It's like, have a good time, relax, enjoy yourself, then focus on your money. Then when that starts stressing you out a little bit, take your mind off of it, have a good time, have fun, forget about it. Then when you're done with that, focus on your money. That's how manifestation really works, okay? It's actually way longer and more drawn out than that. There is a very specific science behind it that I teach my personal clients every day, you know, who come to me for readings. And yes, but it's very important to be able to do that, you know, with a very healthy balance, okay? You're being invited to start a new cycle. Don't try to pin yourself down right now to anything. Just roll with it as it comes, okay? Roll with it as it comes. Act accordingly. Go with the flow and only fight against the flow whenever you need to. Virgo. Do we have any Virgos in here? What's up with my Virgos this weekend, universe? What is happening with my Virgos this weekend? Diana, thanks for that super chat. Thank you. Virgo. We're getting a decent little group of people in here. About 600 of you. Virgo, 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 Virgo. 3 shuffles for my Virgos. 1, 2, and 3. Whoops. Shang-a-lang-a-bing bang. Ooh, the Sun card, sweet. All right, okay, could be dealing with a Scorpio though. Something's definitely a done dollar. Oh yeah, done dollar, done dollar, done dollar, done dollar. The cool thing is, I think you're finally coming to terms with and accepting it, okay? And you know, a lot of times you have no idea how powerful acceptance is. So powerful. Okay, a lot of people refuse to because they think, oh, well, if I'm accepting it, that means that I'm just surrendering to it and being a doormat to it. No. No, that's the only way you can release yourself from it and vibrate up to the next level, okay, is to accept it. You have no idea. You release yourself from it. You vibrate away from it once you accept it. A lot of people don't really understand that, but that's how it works. You're finally getting over this. I think now you're finally saying to yourself, you know what? I've been wanting this and waiting on this for a while, but I can finally, to myself, honestly say that I'm not interested. And if it did come in, I would turn it down. And here's the funny thing about it. The funny thing about it is, now that that's where you are energetically with this situation, now they're feeling guilty. Now they're starting to understand what they did wrong. Now they're thinking twice about this now. Oh man, damn dog. And that's the way it happens too. That's the way it happens. Once you release it, then it comes right back around, okay? I explain the science behind that to in-personal readings all day, every day too, okay? It's a pretty interesting process how that works, okay? Taking conscious control of that is where we become powerful, okay? Being able to let go on command. Sounds easy, it's tricky. It's very, very tricky. But once you figure out how to do it and you start seeing the results of what you can manifest once you let go on command, oh man, it gets easier after that. It gets way easier, okay? Oh, but yeah. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about this right here. It's a done, dollar, done, dollar. And the coolest thing about it is that you are finally good with it. Good with it. What advice do we have for my Virgos? Advice for my Virgos. What advice do we have? Advice. Oh, there we go. The Hierophant. You don't really, well, some people do, okay? But a lot of people don't quite understand how powerful faith is, okay? And I know that sounds kind of trendy and cliche and biblical, but oh, dude, you have no idea. When I say faith, a lot of people don't really understand what faith is. Do you have enough faith to be able to let go and not think about it? Now, let's talk about some things that you do have faith in. You have faith in the fact that the sun will rise from the east in the morning, right? You have faith in that, right? So you don't have to sit around and think about that all day, every day. Do you have the faith that the universe is bringing you what it is that you want? Okay, because if you have faith, but you're still worrying about it all day long, yeah, that's not faith. That's not faith. That's doubt. If you sit around and worry about it and try to figure it out and you're trying to plan and plot, that's not faith. That's doubt. You have no clue how powerful it is to have so much faith in something you have no evidence of. You don't even need to think about it. You don't even need to sit around and try to visualize and think about it and try to figure it out. You don't even need to. That is power. That is insane power. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five of Wands. Okay, don't put up with no bullshit now. Oh no, I'm not advocating confrontation. Avoid confrontation at all costs, but learn to draw the line in the sand. Don't tuck tail and run just to avoid it, okay? Don't let anybody get one over on you. Don't let anybody try to use you, try to manipulate you, try to blow smoke up your ass, you know? No. Definitely, if you call somebody out on their bullshit, let them know what time it is. Yup. And I don't think y'all need that advice. Y'all are pretty good at that. But just in case you needed the extra, motivation and clarification. All right, Libra. What's happening with my Libras this weekend? What's happening with my Libras this weekend? My Libras this weekend. My Libras. Whoa, Page of Swords. Woo. Talking to somebody here. Somebody's communicating, reaching out, sending you a Facebook message, maybe a text message. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thanks for that super chat. Is that Kara? Is that how you say your name? Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh, Knight of Swords reversed. Ah, okay. So somebody's communicating. Somebody wants to communicate, but there could be blocked communication. Either that or if somebody starts like reaching out and communicating, it ain't going to last long here. No, not really. It could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. But 2 of Wands right here. I think it's you. I think it's you. This person is probably wanting to communicate with you, but you're the one kind of hanging back like, I don't really want to talk to you. Not really. Could be another Libra. I also have Taurus here. I have Libra, Taurus, and Cancer. Could be anybody, though. They definitely feel unfinished business, okay? There's definitely some unfinished business on their part. But the thing about it is, though, is this person, like even if you all were to like try to work this out, I feel like this is a control freak. You're dealing with somebody that likes to control shit, you know? Dealing with somebody that likes to control shit, make it happen their way, you know? So, needless to say, very unsuccessful here. I'm thinking, for the majority of you, this person's trying to communicate with you and you're ignoring them, okay? Page of Wands reversed, Two of Wands. Knight of Swords reversed, okay? So this is coming in. This could go either way, so take it how it resonates. But this message is trying to come in right here, and it's getting responded with this right here. You know, like, could be leaving them on red, you know, possibly. I don't really think you have any faith in this right here, so you ain't gonna take no leap of doubt. You ain't trying to take no leap of doubt, Libra. Hail to the no, hail to the no, to the no, no, no. What advice? Advice from my Libra. Oh, advice. Hey, Five of Wands for you too. Wow. So don't let nobody get one over on you, okay? Don't be afraid to tell somebody what time it is, okay? Let's get 5 shuffles here. Two more. Boom. So let's take a second look at the priority list. Let's look at it. Let's go through and cross the T's and dot the lowercase j's. Let's say, okay, well, this thing right here that I have all the way at the very top of the priority list, is it that important? Is it really? Write your priority list out. I don't care if you have to. Just think about it. What am I prioritizing? What am I putting as my number one priority? And should it be? You know, a lot of people come to me for personal readings and they ask this question: what should I be focusing on? Okay? And you know what? It would blow your mind to understand how the real nature behind the behavior of energy and manifestation, to know that it's not what you want to focus on that gives you the power. It's what you want to focus away from, what you want to take your focus off of. Because that's when manifestation happens, is when your focus is off of it. Okay, and when you're focusing on it, you're pumping energy into it, you're pumping intention into it, but you're also holding it in place and locking it there so that it can't move, or moves very slowly with no wiggle room. Okay, so when your focus is on it, that's when you're pumping in the energy, that's when you're pumping in the intention, but you're holding it in place, it can't move. When your focus is off of it, you've released it from the gravity of your mind. That's when the universe starts creating. Oh, I know there's at least one person that's gonna master that. Become a millionaire next year, something like that. At least one person. Hit me up and let me know. People do it all the time. Man, you will not believe all the things that I've manifested. After you told me how manifestation works. Oh yeah, I hear it every day. And I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I did the same thing. Jocelyn, is that how you say your name? Jocelyn? Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate it. Scorpio. 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 Do we have any Scorpios in here? Do we got any Scorpios in here? Any Scorpios in here? One. 2 more shuffles. 2 more. Oh, the second way I said it? Okay. All right. I'm a name butcher. If I could make a living butchering names, I wouldn't need to read these daggone tarot cards. Boom! Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra here. Oh, I just feel like you don't trust yourself. Okay, Justice reversed. Okay, I don't really feel like you trust yourself. I think that it's one of those types of things that no matter what you do, you don't trust yourself. You're wondering, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Am I making the right decision? Or am I on the right path? You know? Rihanna, is that how you say your name? And Kimberly, thank you all for those super chats. I appreciate it. Okay? There is no right path, wrong path, y'all. There are paths and experiences. You are the one who gets to decide whether or not that path is going to help you or hurt you. And you do that with your perception, what you believe about the path you're on. Person you're dealing with here, I think they're getting a little bit tired of waiting on either you to reach out or something, or on this to work. They're getting a little bit tired of it, okay? They're getting over this. Could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. I have Pisces, Aquarius, and Libra. But they're getting over this, honestly. They do have a lot of emotions for you. I think this person loves you a lot, okay? But y'all don't want the drama. You don't want the arguments, okay? This could be, I just feel like there's a lot of inconsistency here. One, the other, or both of you is being too inconsistent. Y'all don't work together as a very good team. Okay, you don't work together as a very good team. I see new things wanting to come in for you here, Scorpio. That Page of Pentacles keeps popping up in that same spot for a lot of people. New things coming in. Could be new financial opportunities. Could be a new job for some of you. But either way, it feels like very cold, closed off, detached communication. Okay? And okay, I mean, you know, whatever. if that's what boat you float, then okay. I ain't gonna yell at you for it. You know, it's better to take things slow than to, you know what I mean? Just like, whenever we fully understand the nature of energy and how we manifest, then allowing your heart to pull you around is one thing. Okay, but when we don't know, when we're going around with no clue how we communicate with the universe, and when we go around very blindly and aimlessly manifesting, having no clue what we're manifesting, then that's when you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. What advice do we have? What advice do we have? That was kind of, I don't really like that reading. That was kind of short and sweet and a little bit boring, but that's what came through. That's what came through. Probably not a whole lot of action this weekend. Oh, well, this is the good part. Let's get 3 shuffles for the advice. Advice. Last one. Last shuffle, universe. Oh, 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. All right. So I think a lot of you need to get to the root of your anxiety, okay? You need to get to the root of what's causing the problem, okay? When it all comes down to it, anxiety is caused by one thing, whether it's warranted or unwarranted. It's caused by a fear of losing control. I don't care how you slice the bread or how you crumble that cookie, no matter, it don't matter. Fear of losing control, okay? It's very important that we understand that we never had all that much control over much of anything anyway. The ego, analytical thinking brain, loves to control shit, right? But it actually is in very little control. Very, very little control, okay? The part of you that you want to connect to that controls things isn't this, okay? It's that huge part of you that you're connected to, okay? That the ego actually separates you from, okay? And I get it, that's the point of human life. It's what makes being a human so intense, you know, but we're in a day and age right now where we are reconnecting to that part of ourselves, okay? And that's what I teach people how to do. Right now, I think that don't just try to run away from this connection and bury it. Don't do that. It's very important that you, until you figure out what you learned about yourself in this situation, don't move on from it. Don't move on from it. You think about this situation, day in and day out, until you figure out what you learned about yourself. If you didn't learn nothing about yourself, you didn't learn nothing. I promise you that, okay? Sagittarius. We got any Sagittarians in here? Do we have any Saggy Wedgies? Do-do-do. Have any Saggy Wedgies? Do-do-do. Seven of Cups reversed. A lot of you don't want to be bothered by any love offers right now. A lot of you would just really rather not have the drama. But for whatever reason, I feel like this is intuitive. The intuitive feeling I get from this, when pulling in your all's energy, just knowing how y'all operate, is that you have your mind on something, okay? And that's really, really cool, okay? Because you all, one of the things I love so much about Saggies, okay? Yes, we all have our favorite signs, and Saggy is mine, okay? Always has been. One of the cool things about you all is that you all, Sagittarian energy comes and it pre-programs you with a lot of the faculties that if you use it correctly, it's like you're already naturally manifesting if you use it correctly. Of course, any of us can misuse energy. People do it all the time. But that Sagittarian energy, you are able to focus on a goal and just run straight for it, right? I like that. I dig that. I dig that, okay? Let's keep it balanced here. Let's keep it very, very balanced. Okay, so again, love offers, I think a lot of you, no, I'm not interested, you know. Got your mind on other things. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Magician card. Hell yeah. What did I just say? What did I say? What did I say? Manifesting new things right here. Okay. Some of you all are dealing with something brand spanking new here, and that's what it is. I think a lot of you, yeah, see? Could be a past person here. This could be a past person. For some of you, you have your mind, you're missing somebody, and you're really trying to make something work out with a past person here. Okay. For others of you, I think a past person is trying to come back, and okay, so it's like it's hard to. Okay, so we got Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Wands reversed. So with this 7 of Cups reversed, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's 2 groups of you here. 2 groups of you. The first group, you are dealing with a past person. Okay, you have your mind, you don't care about anybody else, you're not interested in anybody else, you just want this past person. That's the only thing that's on your mind. Okay, that's the first group. That's group A. Okay, group B, Saggies, this past person wants you and you're not interested because you are manifesting new things. Manifesting new things here. Okay, somebody's definitely coming forward here one way or the other. I think this person you're dealing with definitely is trying to come forward with a love offer. Faux shizzle, okay? The doorway of opportunity is open, but no growth. There will be no growth, no expansion, no evolution between the two of you. Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with, but a lot of you still haven't quite healed up from this heartbreak. Not really. For those of you who are not interested in this past person, that's good. For those of you who are still clung to this past person, that's bad. That's not good. Underlying energy, though, is the 6 of Cups. So, here's the thing. The Magician card, you want to monitor your thoughts and emotions, okay? Because manifesting sounds good, but if you're casting out the wrong vibrations, it's not fucking good. Not good at all. Whoa, what advice do we have? My deck just exploded all over the damn place. Okay, time for a saging before we get to Saggie's advice. Y'all down with that? Mind to sit and chill for a second while I sage and clear the air? We ain't in a hurry tonight, are we? Dude, this sage is so badass. I got this in the mall. The Galleria at Sunset in Vegas. There's this little stand, this little booth in the mall where this lady is selling like these little sages. And this has got lavender, white sage, and sweetgrass. Dude, it's awesome. Awesome, man. Definitely does a number for the energy in the air, and it smells insanely good. Insanely good. Let's get some of that lavender burning. There we go, there we go. That's the good stuff. Ooh, that lavender smells so good. All right. So let me sage my cards real quick, y'all. My deck exploded like that. It was yelling at me. It was yelling at me. There's that one. By the way, today I'm using two different decks. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite and the Universal Rider-Waite. These are my two, I would have to say, my two favorite Rider-Waite decks. My two favorite Rider-Waite decks. I love these two decks. All right. So, advice. What advice do we have for my Saggies? Advice for Sagittarius universe. Advice, 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 advice. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, do not take on burdens that aren't yours to take on, Sagittarius. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, and it's really not all that hard to tell the difference. Okay, there's nothing wrong with helping people. There's nothing wrong with taking on burdens if, A, you are in the position to do so. If you see an opportunity to help somebody and you are in the position to do it and they welcome the help, then go right ahead, knock yourself out. Beautiful, I love it, that's amazing. But don't go out of your way to lower your vibration over something that you have no control of, that is none of your business, that you're not in the position to help. And lastly, this is really important, when the help isn't even wanted or appreciated. Don't do that. A lot of you are carrying burdens that aren't even yours to carry. Stop. That does not make you a good person. Okay? That does not make you a good person. Okay? Anyway, I think you are, those of you who are in the group of people who are uninterested in this situation, I think you are right, okay? Do not try to start anything new with this person here, okay? Do not. Because deep down, you don't even have faith in it. You don't even have faith that it would work out deep down. You may think, oh man, I want them, I love them, blah, 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 blah. You don't even have faith. You don't even have the faith that it would work out. So if you don't have the faith, there's no sense in it. Doses. Bye. Capricorn. Capricorn dog. Capricorn dog. Capricorns. What's going on with my Capricorns this weekend, universe? What is going on with my Cappies this weekend? What's going on? What is happening, Cappies? Boom, Ace of Wands reversed. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Could be anybody, but either way, not a whole lot of passion here, not really. Not enough to get this going and get something started here. Not enough for this to actually take lift off, all right? Not really. 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Page of Wands, new communication though. Somebody's communicating. I feel like somebody here is passionate about this and somebody is not, okay? Definitely a big, strong feeling of being guarded here, you know? Somebody here, one, the other, or both of you, just doesn't feel comfortable, okay? There's the environment between the two of you, there's too much tension, way too much tension between the two of you. I think the person you're dealing with has a lot of emotion for you, but they're not expressing it, they're not telling you, okay? You don't really know how much this person actually does love you. You're not even really aware because they're not saying anything, okay? They don't want to tell you. But there is some codependence here. It could be a Leo or a Taurus. I have Leo, Taurus, or Pisces, okay? But I think you don't really feel like there's any growth between the two of you. No evolution, and it drains you. At the end of the day, this connection drains you more than it lifts you up, okay? And when we take a look at a connection that we're dealing with, and we say, okay, in retrospect, what does this connection really bring me? What does this really do for me? Does it serve me? Anything good? If not, then what am I doing? What am I doing? If this doesn't lift me up, what am I doing with you? Like, why are you even a part of my existence? If this just makes me miserable, what the fuck am I doing, dude? A lot of people don't really want to turn and face that, but this drains you, Capricorn. And if it drains you, there's no sense in it. Okay? The universe behaves like water. Just like water. If you want to think, how does the universe work? Think of water, okay? And among many other things, it drowns those who make themselves heavy and lifts those up who make themselves light. Okay? Faux shizzle. Faux shizzle. What advice do we have for my Capricorns? Advice for Capricorn universe. What advice do we have? Wheel of Fortune. It's time to complete this cycle here, okay? Gotta hop off that wheel. The only way off the karmic wheel is to release and let go. Release and let go. I don't care what happened. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, okay? If you stay clung to the past energetically, you are on the karmic wheel and you will be back in the next lifetime trying it again. You have to let it go. Doesn't matter what they did, doesn't matter what you did. Let it go. Forgive them for what they did. Forgive yourself for what you did and let it go, okay? Two more shuffles. Six of Wands reversed. Do not focus on failure, okay? You will not achieve success by trying not to fail. See what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that real hard. Real hard, okay? If you try not to fail, guess what you're doing? You're focused on failure. You achieve success by focusing on success. You achieve success by focusing on opportunities and growth and learning, okay? What's the difference between a challenge and a problem? Perception. Perception, okay? Don't fight losing battles. Do not fight a battle that, like, basically, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? If I keep fighting this battle, I'm just staying in one spot. You know that saying, only dead fish go with the flow? That pisses me off, man. Only dumb fish swim against the current and stay in one spot their whole life, not making any progress, and they think they are, though. How many of y'all know a fish like that? How many of you know a fish like that? Only dead fish go with the flow. My whole life is a series of fighting losing battles. I'm making no fucking progress whatsoever. I've been swimming in the same pool of doo-doo for the past 10 years. Okay, swimming in the same little doo-doo pool and talking about only dead fish go with the flow. Only dead fish go with the flow. Well, you ain't made no progress in your life. You're still doing the same bullshit you was doing 10 years ago. How many of y'all know a fish like that? Go with the flow and only fight the current when it's warranted. That's what a wise fish does. Okay, be a wise fish, ladies and gentlemen. Be a wise fish. Okay, Aquarius. Do we have any Aquarians in here? We got any Aquas in the chat? Aqua, how are you doing? Ooh, the moon card. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, but I feel like a lot of you keep this to yourself and don't really talk a whole lot about it or how you feel about it, okay? A lot of secrets, okay? This is something that one, the other, or both of you just keep to yourself and don't really say a whole lot about it, all right? Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kaboo, 2 of Wands. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, the Star card. Could be another Aquarius you're dealing with. Oh, could be a Virgo. Okay, the person you're dealing with here feels like that this was a complete and total waste of time, and they are pissed off at you. Okay, it could be an air sign or a fire sign. But nobody's coming forward here. I don't even think you have any passion. Okay, maybe at one point you were really passionate about this, but you're not anymore. Like, I see a massive loss of interest and massive loss of passion. Okay, the Hermit card. Okay, this is something that you definitely keep to yourself and don't talk about, really. And again, with this right here, with the Queen of Wands, I don't even really think this bothers you. It may have at one point, but I think you're healing up from this. Okay, it could be another Aquarius, but you're healing up from this. You understand the situation. And when I say you understand it, what I mean is not just you know what went wrong, but you understand why the situation happened. You can look back at your life and say, all right, well, I see exactly what purpose that experience served in putting me on the path that I'm on today. It makes sense, you know? So that's very, very good. That's powerful once you're reaching that point. Could be, I think some of you have your options open. Okay, some of y'all could be juggling more than one person too. Okay, some of y'all could be like got a lot of different options to choose from, thinking, man, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna fulfill me? Who's it gonna be? Some of you again are talking to more than one person, kind of like, pros and cons. You know, person you're dealing with though, yeah, I feel like this is the greedy type of person, very one-sided and selfish with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and they're pissed off at you. They're the ones greedy, but they pissed off at you, right? It's all about me, right? It's all about me. So if you don't make this all about me, then you're an asshole, right? Right? Anywho, what advice do we have? Advice for my Aquarians. Advice for my Aquarians. Advice for my Aquarians. Advice. The Magician, monitor your thoughts and emotions, okay? Do not become your thoughts and emotions. Be the awareness behind them, okay? Pay attention to what you have going on the inside of you. Okay, your reality is responding to you in ways that you probably don't understand, but will blow your mind, okay? The more that you actually dig in and get to learning how this matrix operates, blow your mind. Pay attention to what's going on the inside. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five of Swords. Okay, do not let anything pull you off the path that you're on right now, okay? You need to be very, very determined, okay? Make sure that if you're going to take a leap, you take a leap of faith. Do not take a leap of doubt, okay? And also, a lot of you need to work on actually standing in your own emotional integrity, okay, Aquarius? You all have this thing where you're really, really, really super good at detaching yourself emotionally, but because you are born with the ability to detach from your emotions, a lot of you can't help but capitalize on that ability and use it as a defense mechanism to avoid pain. That doesn't work. It's not very smart. Okay, it's not very smart. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? So it's very important that you actually learn how to fulfill yourself. Not just get good at being independent, not just get good at being alone. Just because you can function by yourself doesn't mean that you're actually fulfilled. Okay? That's why Aquarius gets such a reputation for being an emotionless robot. Okay? It ain't gonna do you no good. It's time to get in touch with those feelers, Aquarius, okay? And I know a lot of you are, okay? But there's still some Aquarians out there that needed to hear that. Oh, I know there is. And I know there is. See, here's the thing y'all don't realize. Once you actually allow yourself to really get in touch with your emotions, what you're so scared to do, you become so fucking insanely powerful, okay? Once you become a King of Swords and a King of Cups, you're nobody can stop you. Nobody can, okay? Bongos and lemons. Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, once you harness that emotional power, can't nobody stand in your way. Period. King of Swords, King of Cups. Actually, the goal is to be a magician. That's my favorite tarot card, by the way, is the Magician. I want to get it tattooed on me one of these days. A magician tattoo. All right, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces. Do we have any Pisces people in here? 655 people still tuned in. Cute little group of you. Not bad. Not bad. Can't complain. Pisces. Ooh. Boom. Knight of Cups. Oh. Somebody's coming forward with a new love offer. Shang-a-lang-a-bing bang. Cool. Could be another water sign, another Pisces, Cancer, possibly a Scorpio. Could be anybody though. Okay. 4 shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom! Magician card. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be a Capricorn. Okay, this is very unhealthy. This is a very unhealthy connection that you're dealing with here. This is obsession. Somebody here is very obsessed. Okay? And the 7 of Swords energy here, I think this is very narcissistic energy right here. One, the other, or both of you this is not good. This is not good, okay? And it could be both of you like this towards each other because this is on your side and this is on their side, okay? I feel like a lot of you are dealing with somebody who, this is just too much obsession. This is toxic, nasty, okay? Narcissistic type of energy here, okay? You're walking away from this though. I think that you're ready to start something new. You're ready for new things to come in right here. The underlying energy is the King of Cups reversed. So this has a lot to do with emotional immaturity. Knight of Cups, King of Cups reversed, okay? Emotional immaturity, like I have this fantasy in my mind of what love is supposed to be, my version of it, okay? But when it comes to manifesting that into physical reality, that's where we run into problems here. That's where we run into real big issues, okay? Because it sounds good, and it kicks ass up in here in my head, but when it comes to doing it, no. This is an incomplete karmic cycle. A lot of you are dealing with a karmic partner here. Person you're dealing with, though, I feel like this is the type of person probably who has a lot of love offers available. They're out probably just dating around. You know what I'm saying? Okay, could just be out. Some of y'all are dealing with a fuckboy. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all, this right here is all fuckboy energy, right? Either way, though, this is just an unhealthy connection that needs to be. You need to turn and walk away from this. You need to release and let go of this, okay? And yes, you can. Yes, you can. Once you actually figure out how to let go on command, once you actually train yourself how to do it, and I'm not just talking about like love situations, I'm talking period, for manifestation purposes. Once you figure out how to let go on command, you kind of want to go back and kick yourself in the ass in the past because you're like, man, why did I allow myself to stay clung to this or that for so long? You can let go. You have to allow yourself to. And I think the biggest thing that would help most of us understand how, because I can't tell you how, I can just tell you how important it is that you do. But a lot of us want proof that it works first. And that's what you're not going to be able to be presented with. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust and understand that if you think you need evidence first, you don't trust the universe. And if you don't trust the universe, you're never going to be able to manifest anything. You have to be able to let go on command. What's the advice? Advice for Pisces. 3 more shuffles. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. All right. Boom. 5 of Wands reverse. Don't fight and argue. Okay, don't fight losing battles. Okay, a lot of you see. Here's the thing. There's lots of things out there to fight for. Love is not one of them. If you're fighting for it, it's not love. If you're fighting for it, it's not love. Okay. Yes, you could put forth work and effort, and evolution. Any love is going to require work and effort. But if you're fighting for it, if you are trying to manipulate it, if you are trying to give it ultimatums, that's not love. That is not love, okay? But yes, you are being invited to begin a new cycle here. Don't fight it. Roll with it. Roll with it, okay? And take accountability for your own emotional state, okay? Anytime something unfavorable happens when it comes to a matter of the heart, it's very important that we ask ourselves, what did I learn about me? Okay, if you didn't learn anything about you, you didn't learn nothing. Anywho, we are done now. We are done. I greatly appreciate all of you that tuned in and played along with the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. I will turn your attention again to the description of the playback of this video where there is information on scheduling personal readings. Remember, I'm accepting same-day rush delivery readings only right now. If you need me to drop what you're doing within a 24-hour time period and do your reading, that's all I'm doing right now, okay? I'm not booking, I'm not scheduling, just 24-hour readings only, okay? Also, that's in the description of the video. Don't forget to go by Instagram and give Leah's Crystal page a follow, okay? You don't want to miss out on that. She's always putting new cool stuff on there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay?